Hello, so welcome to my long-term review of the Sony Dream Machine ICF-CD3iP clock radio, CD player, and iPhone iPod dock. I've had this thing for about 16 years, so I think I'm qualified to have a pretty good opinion on this thing, and I understand all its quirks and its features. So first up, it'll show you the time right here, which is pretty cool. It'll show you the days of the week, and it'll show you if it's AM or PM, which can be useful. You press this button up here, the big button, and it'll show you the date and the year, in case you've forgotten that, which is pretty useful. It has two alarms you can set here. You can set alarm A. You can set alarm B, so if you need different alarms for different times. Two alarms, those are some advanced features right there. That's crazy. Once we have that, if you press this button, it'll cancel whatever other action is playing. So if you're playing the radio or the iPod or the CD, it'll just turn that off and it'll go back to the default mode here. And it will reset your alarm. If you press this, it'll snooze the alarm for a couple minutes. This button will do something. I've never really used this button, so I'm not really sure what it does. Then this will change the volume of whatever other application you're running over here. If you press this, that will take you to the audio in. So if you're running an auxiliary input, it'll play that too. So it can be used as a speaker. And the speakers on it they're okay. They're fine. It's not going to do anything because they're not playing anything. So again, it has a radio.
After being injected with an overdose of the sedative ketamine.
So there we go. It has a radio. Did not expect that to be playing. It's pretty funny. So that's a pretty cool feature, if you want a radio. So yeah, it has a radio. It works. It's pretty darn good, It can play the radio. What more do you need, really? But okay, here you want some more? Okay, well, it can also play iPhone and iPod stuff from your old 30 pin here. The 30 pin, that's totally still relevant. I don't actually have a device that can do this anymore, but there's that. Let's just put that away. But don't despair, because you can still play your favorite CDs, You can play those. So you just put your CD in there like that, and you close her up. Push the CD button here. And we'll play the CDs eventually. Look at that. And you can also probably change what track you're running. Right here. So these buttons, you can, skip forward and back. So I can skip tracks here. So that's pretty cool. What else? What else would you want out of this thing, You can change the tracks. That's pretty cool. And then you press this button again, it'll turn it off. You're back to the default little screen here. It'll tell you there's a CD in there. Well, now we're out of CD mode, so there you go. That's pretty much all you need to know about this goofy little guy. Overall, those are all its little quirks and features. I think it's a pretty good little clock. As a clock, it's pretty solid. Oh, here's another thing what you can do. You can change the brightness. If you press this, it'll cycle. It'll change the brightness of the display, which is pretty nice. I usually leave it on the dimmest setting. That's good enough, but you can change the brightness. And then if you need to, this will let you set the time in case you need to do that. You can set that in case it's out of date or something. You see the other cool features as a backup battery. So if I were to unplug it and plug it back in again, it'll still remember all of that information. It still comes right back to you, so that's pretty cool. The other thing is it'll have auto time set, so it will automatically, adjust for daylight savings time, so you don't have to deal with that, which is pretty friggin' bougie. This is a pretty solid little clock, I think if you're still in the market for one of these, if you've been holding out for the past 16 years, you should pick one up. Okay, that's about it. Bye.